friends, this is Amy from Random Acts of Amy. I'm coming to you today to tell you about a situation that I was in recently. About 4 years ago, at the age of 51, I was in a situation in which I had to leave my loving husband, I had to leave my 2 kids, our family support, our community support, the friends that I'd met, our church support, and all the things that were important to me, and move to a town of 2,600 people in northern Texas. This was a big move for me because I, at 51 years old, really was facing the reality that I was an introvert and I wasn't sure how I was going to meet people or make friends in this new town after I'd spent 20 years in my previous city with lots of friends and, like I said, a really good support group. So I want to tell you 5 things that I think helped me do it, and I think that they're lessons that can fit for anybody. So number 5, if you work out at all, join a gym. And I'm not saying just join a gym in which you come and work out and then leave. Join a gym that has group exercises specifically. If you join just a standard gym, you're going to come in, you're going to work out, and then you're going to go home. A lot of times you'll find that you didn't talk to anyone that day while you were working out. Versus if you join a gym that has group exercises, you're forced almost to talk to others. And as an introvert, I found that that was a very important thing for myself. The 4th thing is go on Facebook and find some communities that already exist. So one of those will be your town chat, your local town chat. Ours in Pottsboro, Texas is Pottsboro Chat. So I joined that group so I could know what was going on in the town, if there were any events that I'd like to attend, and just get to know people through that area. Another group that I also joined on Facebook was a group of ladies. So it was called Ladies of Lake Texoma. And in this group, there were ladies that liked to kayak. There were ladies that wanted to do lunch together, to do tea, whatever the case. So it was a good connection, and that I could find my niche within that group. Number 3, find your faith community. So whatever your faith community looked like in your previous area, find that new faith community for you. I found a church and I volunteered within that church. It's important that you don't just find that faith community, but you actually put it into action. So you actually volunteer. If not, you're going to find that you'll go to that church, and as an introvert, you will be there for 1 or 2 hours a week, and then you'll go back home and forget about it until the next week. If you actually volunteer and get involved in that church, you're going to find some lasting friends who believe the same thing as you. One area that I did that was my church offered a retreat. It was actually called a welcome retreat. So I participated in that welcome retreat and met some great friends that honestly I, hug and say I love you to, because I truly do. They are just amazing women that I've met. My second idea that I have for you is volunteer. Figure out what you like and find where you can volunteer, whether it's a local maybe homeless shelter that you provide food. You could have a pet program, whatever the case it is, whatever you're passionate about, find how you can volunteer, and you're going to meet like-minded people that you do want to be around. Number 1, and this is what absolutely worked the best for me, I discovered the public library. And our public library is so dynamic and has so many offerings. I encourage you to check out your local library. For me, in my local library, I found a book club that was just starting up the year that I came there. It was such a blessing. I have about 8 or 9 women that I'm just so close with, and we enjoy our time together. We do events outside of book club, and it's really been just a great source of communication and a great source of community for me. Another thing that you might find is there's other things within the book club, or within the library itself, in addition to the book club. So there may be games going on, there may be things like that you can form a club, or there might be a club that already exists. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention within the library itself is maybe there's cooking classes, maybe there's gardening classes, whatever you're interested in. Look at your local library and see if you can find it there. At the time, to share this video with others that you may know that are going through a similar situation. I ask you to comment. Tell me things that you've done when you're put into a new position in which you have to meet new people. Maybe it's just a new job or whatever the case, or maybe you've made a cross-country move like myself. But I definitely encourage you to give more feedback and give more ideas that worked for you. And then the other thing is, please just like my video. I appreciate it so much, and I hope that you'll subscribe so that I can show you around my beautiful state of Texas this year. Take care.